The fact that these pyramids carved into the bedrock, that you're the only one that has media of that, is just absolutely insane.
Welcome to Rogan Recap Show, where we squeeze a 2-hour and 45-minute conversation into about 15 minutes, so you catch the big ideas, the wild moments, and the takeaways in one quick hit. This week, Joe sits down with independent archaeologist and documentarian Raul Bilecky. Raul is on a mission to uncover Peru's hidden history, using everything from Google Earth to drones, to reveal ancient sites and mysteries that mainstream academia often overlooks or outright ignores. His work challenges conventional timelines, exposes widespread looting, and even dives into the murky world of fake mummies. If you thought you knew ancient history, prepare for a rewrite. Raul Bilecky isn't just talking about lost civilizations, he's showing you the physical proof. But it turns out, the biggest obstacles aren't just time and erosion, but academic gatekeepers desperate to protect their narratives. This isn't just about old rocks, it's about a battle for history itself, and whether we're ready to face the real past. First up, Raul reveals the shocking truth about Peru's archaeological sites. They are being systematically destroyed not just by time but by human hands. He describes vast landscapes, kilometers wide, that resemble the moon, pockmarked with holes from grave robbers. These aren't just isolated incidents. It's an epidemic of looting, leaving behind landfills of human remains and shattered history.
I specifically went to places this last expedition that I went the first year, just to see what happened a year later. And those places were looted even more. The things I had found and come across and documented, like an elongated skull, wasn't there anymore. So these things are being taken and sold.
Makes you wonder how much of it was there in the past.
Dude, I mean, like that 8 kilometers of looting, it was all bones and textile and pottery. And I mean, just 8 full kilometers. And like,
so it's an 8-kilometer graveyard?
Yeah. Yeah.
When I'm looking up trepanation,
that's a weird one.
This elongated skull is coming up. Apparently this one is in Oklahoma, at a museum of some kind.
That's the one that looks like it's had surgery on it. And there's like some sort of a metal implant.
And it's come up in that context. Like this one's coming up too, but what they're saying is that the metal implant is used after trepanation's been done to sort of patch the bone.
Sometimes that has been documented as happening.
What kind of metal are they using on your fucking head?
That's the weird thing too, because that metal has come up in the skull.
And it's not just small artifacts. Entire sites, some thousands of years old, are being paved over for agriculture, or their precious contents sold to private collectors. This isn't just theft, it's the erasure of human history on an industrial scale, often enabled by a lack of government protection and a thriving eco-mafia. Secondly, Raul introduces us to the mind-bending megalithic structures of Peru that defy conventional explanations. From the 50-foot deep precision-cut architecture of Vinyac, attributed to the Wari culture but far exceeding their known capabilities, to the ancient city of Carol, which predates Giza by 1,000 years. These sites showcase engineering and construction techniques that modern machinery struggles to replicate, built by cultures we know almost nothing about.
What is the timeline that conventional archaeologists attribute?
I mean, they attribute it to the Inca, which, late 1400s, early 1500s. I think the Inca were conquered by the Spanish in 1530, I think. And so most of that megalithic architecture they attribute to the Inca. However, there's evidence that there's a site, Jamie, if you could pull up, it's called Vinyaque. This place there's megalithic architecture with precision that goes down 50 feet under this mountain. Check this out.
Whoa.
It's buried so deeply underneath.
This is crazy.
So I believe they filled in the top to in modern times, but
there's mortar at the top.
And very soon there's going to be a guy who shows us a map.
That's incredible.
Wow. And so you see very different construction
construction
from the bottom to the top. But that's how it always is, right? The most complex stuff
So that's showing that this architecture here, it goes down 50 feet into this mountain.
And what do they think this was?
So this complex is all attributed to the Wari. It's attributed to the culture that came right before the Inca, which doesn't make much sense to me because what you see on the surface, that's Wari construction.
Which is small stone.
And then there are the Peru Lin pyramids, a site of 16 massive structures carved directly out of bedrock, aligned with the solstices, yet almost completely undocumented. Raul himself is the only one with modern media of these incredible formations, highlighting how much remains hidden. These structures suggest a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and engineering from a civilization lost to time, possibly predating pottery itself. Our deep dive explores the fierce resistance from mainstream academia to these alternative archaeological findings. Joe and Raul discuss how established institutions often dismiss new evidence, not out of scientific rigor, but out of ego and a desire to protect their existing narratives and textbooks. This purposely ignorant stance, as Joe puts it, stifles true discovery and prevents crucial research into phenomena like the elongated skulls or the true age of these sites.
Fingerprints of the Gods was one of the first books I picked
Me
up
too.
as a kid. My dad had it in his library, and that set me off on a course, and the inability to be able to I don't know. I don't buy the mainstream. It feels a little bit lazy, the responses that the mainstream kind of gives to some of this stuff, as opposed to just saying I don't know.
It's purposely ignorant. It's more than lazy, because if it was just lazy, they've been confronted by all this other alternative archaeology evidence and all these other people that have explored these things and shown, and that there was always the conventional wisdom that there was no society back then that was capable of doing this, so they had to attribute it to more recent societies.
Until Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah. And then you're like, okay, you guys need to shut the fuck up.
There's a power in admitting, if we're looking for the truth here, then it's like, okay, we got this evidence that disrupts this that we thought before. All right, just say that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They
just say it.
It's fascinating that they can't, because they are like every other form of academia. They are just like, you might as well be talking to a gender studies teacher. Just like they don't want to look at reality. They just want their narrative, and they want to be the gatekeepers of information, and then they just want to push that narrative forward. And they're so mean.
Dude, I only started recently being on X within the past year, and I'm just like the cattiness of it all, man. It
just exposes them. It exposes their personality. And they're just not the type of people that I want to talk to about anything.
Yeah.
Especially not. You're not the gatekeeper. If you're a 41-year-old person, you're not the gatekeeper of ancient history. You can't be. There's too much.
Yeah.
There's too much all over the world. It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And that's, I think, why they're so terrified of people like Filippo Biondi and the scans underneath the pyramids. Because if he's right, and it appears he is, over 200 different independent scans.
Yeah.
And they all say the exact same thing. If he's right, you guys are fucked, because you're going to eventually have to say we're wrong.
You have a moment here where you can choose which direction to go. Pretty soon that moment's going to be lost.
Yeah.
But it's like this is what the evidence is presented, and like you said, it's verified in over 200 different studies. It's like, all right, we might be wrong. Let's
Meanwhile,
let's see.
They don't want to do that.
This resistance extends to the infamous Nazca mummies. While many are clearly hoaxes, Raul, collaborating with specialists, demonstrates how the fakes are becoming increasingly sophisticated, using real ancient bones to create plausible-looking, yet ultimately fraudulent, specimens. He details the eco-mafia, profiting from these fabrications, creating an entire industry around sensationalism rather than genuine discovery. The conversation then shifts to the mysterious elongated skulls found in Peru. While some are explained by cranial deformation, others exhibit genuinely larger cranial capacities and different suture lines, hinting at a potentially separate branch of the human species. Raul emphasizes the desperate need for proper, funded scientific study of these anomalies, currently hampered by bureaucracy and academic disinterest. This entire segment underscores a central tension: the battle between genuine, independent exploration and entrenched, self-serving academic systems. Now for the Rogan Recap scorecard. First up, the curse-o-meter. Joe drops plenty of F-bombs and S-words, especially when discussing academic gatekeeping and the sheer audacity of ancient builders. Raul keeps it cleaner, but the energy is high. Next, the rabbit hole rating. This episode dives deep, from lost civilizations and alien theories to ancient cataclysms and the ethics of archaeology. A solid 9 out of 10 for sheer depth. And finally, the guest coherence score. Raul Bilecky is incredibly articulate, passionate, and backs his claims with compelling visual evidence and personal experience. A strong 9, making complex topics easy to follow. If this recap helped you navigate Peru's ancient mysteries and the politics of archaeology without burning 3 hours, then you just got the signal without the noise. Hit like if you found Raul's work as fascinating as we did, and subscribe for more 15-minute breakdowns of every JRE episode. From independent explorers like Raul to cutting-edge scientists and controversial thinkers, we break it all down for you. Let us know in the comments, what ancient mystery do you think deserves more attention? You can find the link to the full Joe Rogan Experience episode and more about Raul's work in the description below. If Raul Bilecky's journey into Peru's hidden past captivated you, there's plenty more to explore. You can find all of his incredible work, including his drone footage of undocumented sites and deep dives into archaeological controversies, on his YouTube channel, Pillars of the Past. Raul also mentioned his upcoming appearances at the Quest for Ancient Civilizations conference in Sedona and Austin, and a tour in the Yucatan with Mike Collins and Hugh Newman. His channel is a treasure trove for anyone fascinated by alternative history, ancient mysteries, and the ongoing battle to uncover humanity's true past. Check out his videos for visual proof of the sites discussed today. This episode with Raul Bilecky isn't just about ancient Peru. It's a powerful testament to the passion of independent researchers and the crucial role they play in challenging established narratives. It highlights the fragility of history in the face of human greed and academic inertia. It leaves us wondering, how much of our past remains buried, waiting for someone with a drone and a Google Earth map to find it? And what would truly happen if mainstream academia embraced the "I don't know" and joined forces with these explorers? Beyond these episode recaps, we also produce Rogan deep dives, comprehensive, 30-minute anthologies that weave together high-impact clips from various JRE episodes. These deep dives provide a structured, entertaining overview of Joe Rogan's stance on recurring themes, like aliens, DMT, or ancient civilizations. So, hit subscribe for more of this, and don't forget to check out all the links, including our community poll, in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Rogan Recap.